Hello, chefs. This is Chef PSA Podcast. I'm your host, André Natera. On today's episode, we're going to talk about how to be useful in the kitchen and how to make sure everyone on your team likes you. Stay tuned. Before we get started, it's the holidays, it's Christmas. If you want to support this show, you know what to do. Make sure you leave 5 stars anywhere you're listening, Apple, Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like and subscribe button. Tell everyone. Share this podcast with a friend. This is going to be a good one to share because hopefully we could change some of the culture in the kitchen if you start implementing some of the things that we're going to talk about. If you're not sure what to get people for Christmas and you need gift ideas, the perfect gift are books that I wrote. So, Culinary Leadership Fundamentals, get that for the new chef, the new person in leadership. Get the Line Cook Survival Manual for everyone on your team. Get How Not to Be the Biggest Idiot in the Kitchen for the person that could take a joke. Kitchen Art of War for the strategist. Bad Sue, Good Chef for the new person in leadership. And for everyone, Bad Cooks Everywhere. I think that's probably the one book that an executive chef will laugh at and a new cook will enjoy too. So go get those. Free gifts for you. Go to chefspsa.com. There's a bunch of free ebooks as well, including 100 basic recipes, a culinary dictionary, food cost mastery guide, critical path to opening up a restaurant, and more. Go get that. If you want early access to episodes, you could get them by becoming a premium subscriber on Spotify as well as Substack. So early access to episodes. What sparked the idea for this episode? The most recent episode I just put up with Chef Harold Villarosa. He started talking about when he was working at PSA, he would go in and he'd fill up the salt containers, get delis for everyone, fill the pepper mills, get the towels, etc. Something that I used to do in kitchens as well as something that I would encourage my team members to do. I started having an Instagram conversation with Chef Bill Roll, and we got into this long conversation about how important it is to do these things and how a lot of people don't do them. It's something that I do, and it's something that I recommend people do in the kitchen. So if you want to start to see improvements in the efficiency of your kitchen, you want your likability score to go up, you want to be useful, here's some easy things that everyone can do. Everyone. This has nothing to do with your culinary skill level, but has everything to do with your willingness to be a team member, be proactive, have a little bit of hustle and common sense in the kitchen. If you want to have a better kitchen culture, then why don't you start making the changes that you want to see in the kitchen? A lot of people complain and say, no, my kitchen culture is not good, and they rely on everyone else to fix it. Well, you could start making those changes today. So here's some things that you could do. And by the way, being useful in the kitchen goes a long way. You might not be the best skill, but if you're useful and you bring value, even if you don't have the skills yet to bring value, it's going to open up so many doors for you later. I've talked about this before, that sometimes when people like you, they turn the other way and overlook some of your shortcomings. So if you're not ready yet to be the best cook in the kitchen, sometimes doing these things can make the team start to really like you. On top of being useful and being more efficient and building camaraderie and teamwork, the best part about this is it starts to become infectious on your team. When one person starts doing it, other people start doing it. And they start to see how reciprocity works in action. I'm hoping by the end of this episode, you'll figure out ways to be more useful. I'm using this also as a social experiment. So if you do some of these things in your kitchen, I want to know about it. I want to see if you started doing it, how the team reacted to it. And if you're an executive chef or you're leading a kitchen, maybe you start tasking one person in the kitchen daily to start doing this. It could be rotating. Mondays, it's this person. Tuesdays, it's a different person, and so on. You get the point. Why is it important to be useful? Well, it boosts morale. Learning how to work with a team is one of the most important things that you do in a kitchen because it is a team. Yes, you have your individual station, but you're working with multiple cooks and sous chefs, dishwashers, porters. It's all interconnected. And if you learn how to work together, you become exponentially more efficient. Why else? Being proactive gets you noticed. It gives you opportunities for mentorship. The person who's proactive most likely is getting noticed by the person who's making the promotion decisions. Take this example. You have 2 people that are both interested in becoming the chef de partie or the sous chef in the kitchen. Culinary skills being equal, One is more useful, likable, and proactive. The other one is not. Who gets the promotion? All things being equal, the person that's more useful and proactive does. Like it's not a big secret. It's just common sense. You like someone more, they're getting the job. It's not always based on who's been there the longest, or I've been here for 5 years, they just started. Well, maybe, but they have a better attitude. They're more useful to the team. They're more proactive. They get the job. That's the reality of the situation. There's also the factor of respect and likability. Your team will start to respect you. They'll start to appreciate you. And honestly, who doesn't want to be appreciated more, right? I honestly don't think we appreciate chefs enough. Or cooks, right? So anyway, I don't know what we're talking. We digress. You want more appreciation in the kitchen? Do things to get you appreciated more. So let's talk about what some of those things are. Let's say you're an efficient cook. I'm assuming if you work in a kitchen, everyone needs salt on their station. Everyone needs pepper, most likely. Everyone is probably cooking, so they need some sort of oil. Depending on the type of kitchen you are, you might have a bunch of deli containers or quart containers floating around to keep your mise en place in, or you have ninth pans and hotel pans and things like that. When you get there and you arrive, when you pull out that box of Diamond Crystal or Morton's kosher salt, fill everyone's container, right? Don't just fill yours. It's very easy to pull out 10 deli containers and fill up 10 containers of salt and just hand them out to everybody. It's easy enough to grind pepper for everybody in the spice grinder. Or tell everyone, I'm going to fill pepper mills. Give me your pepper mill. And just take them to the back and fill everyone up with peppercorns. Very easy. If you're going to fill one oil bottle, it's only a few seconds extra to fill 5 oil bottles. Wipe them down. Give everyone their oil. If you're going to go to the dish station and pick up a bunch of containers, bring containers for everybody. You need your delis. They need their delis. It's more efficient to have one person go and bring delis for the entire team than all 5 people go and bring back delis, right? It's wasted time. It's wasted space. It's wasted steps. In the kitchens, you have to be practical and efficient in your movements. So in a lot of places, the commis, first thing that they do, if you're doing the job, a lot of places, first thing they'll do is they'll tell you, okay, you're going to come in a few minutes early. And by the way, I'm not saying people coming off the clock, so I don't even want to get into that conversation. Let's assume everything we're talking about is paid. You come in, the first thing you do, you grab salt for everyone, grab pepper, you fill everyone's oil bottles, you bring sanitation buckets for everybody, you fold the big bag of towels that just came in, you distribute towels to everybody, you bring deli containers, you turn on the ovens. Maybe you're a place where you have boiling water that you need set up. You get the water on, you season it, you make sure it's salted. How do you know if the water's salted enough? You taste it, right? So I don't know why people don't know that. You got to taste your water. If you're going to cook that, you should taste it, right? So anyway, you get everything set up for everyone. And those little gestures, now imagine you're a cook coming in a few minutes later, your salt is there, your pepper's full, your sanitation bucket's already there, your towels are folded. It's just a good feeling. Those are just little steps that take everyone 10 or 15 minutes. And that's 10 or 15 minutes for everybody, but it's also maybe 25 minutes for one person, depending on how fast you work and how big your kitchen is. Make plate wipes for everyone. You have some downtime, make some plate wipes. Everyone makes plate wipes differently. Maybe you're using linen likes or torque or chick towels, whatever. Maybe you're cutting up sponges. Maybe you're using just regular towels. Maybe you're just using napkins. It doesn't matter. Just have plate wipes ready. Are you soaking them in vodka? Are you soaking them in a vinegar solution? Whatever. But if you know what the standard is where you work, make plate wipes. Make plate wipes for everybody. When you're prepping, there's certain items on prep that everyone uses. Let's say you're cutting chives and everybody uses chives on their station. Then cut chives for everybody, right? There's no sense in 10 people cutting chives. One person can say, hey, I'm going to cut chives for everyone. Hopefully your chives are the best one, because then everyone's going to have trash chives on their station. When there's downtime, wipe the line. Keep a damp towel, wipe the piano. There's a little bit of time, get the broom. The broom doesn't know who used it. Someone said that to me the other day. I said, I'm stealing that. So the broom doesn't know who used it. Get the broom, sweep up. You're caught up, ask people if they need help. It goes a long way. Like that's something that it drives me nuts in kitchens. One person is all set on their station and they're just standing there with their extra time looking at their phone. Meanwhile, 2 cooks down, that person's in the shit and they need help, but they're afraid to ask. And you know they need help. All you have to do is say, hey, can I help you with something? Right? Be useful. Time to clean up. it's time to break down. You're finished first. Help your partner and see if they need a little help, right? Maybe while they're scrubbing, you could wipe down with a towel. Maybe they just need you to take something to the walk-in. Be useful. If you're taking things to the dish station, right? Take everyone's pans. Don't just take your bus tub. Stack everything nice in for the dishwasher. Remove the tape from the containers before it goes to dish. What are some other things that are universally appreciated? Coffee, right? I put up a post on Chef PSA the other day. It says, it's like a riff on Mike Tyson's quote of everyone has a plan till they get punched in the mouth. It's like every chef has a plan until they run out of coffee. Like, bring them coffee. Kitchens are fueled off coffee and energy drinks, but let's just use coffee as the example. It's hot. Bring everyone some water, right? There used to be this guy that I would work with, and he would, no offense to him, but he wasn't the greatest cook. He was the one that would always make the steaks. If service was going down, it usually had to do with this one person. But after the bad service, when everyone was getting ready to go off on him, he would show up with water and coffee or a drink. And he'd be like, hey, I got you some cold water, or hey, I made this for you. And it's like all was forgiven. So we kept him around because, like, you know what? He always brought us something to drink, and we all liked him. Like, he was the mascot of the team. Everyone loved this guy. But who doesn't appreciate cold water during a busy service, right? If you're a server and you're listening to this, bring the cook's water, right? Cold water, universally appreciated. Coffee, most likely, also universally appreciated. You're stopping at the gas station. Maybe you want to be nice and buy your whole team an energy drink. I don't know. Then there's also people on your team that really like doing things. Like, I worked with this one guy. He had the crispiest aprons. He would take them home, he'd wash them, he'd iron them, he'd roll them really neat. And his aprons were always looking better than everyone else's aprons. And he had a thing for washing aprons. So we just said, hey, why don't you wash everyone's aprons once a week? We'll all pitch in for your laundry soap. And so everyone would give this guy $5 and he would do everyone's aprons. And they'd all come in nice and hung up on a hanger, starched up, looking crisp. And it's like he liked to do that anyway. He made a little money on the side, right? So he made, I don't know, an extra $50 a week. But everyone always had nice, clean aprons. There was another guy that really enjoyed sharpening knives. He was the best knife sharpener in the kitchen. So everyone would give him their knives. He would take them home and sharpen them. And again, everyone knew, like, hey, give that guy your knives, so sharpen them $5. It's only $5, but the trade was good. Because again, he's making $50 to $100 a week extra by sharpening everyone's knives. Everyone is benefiting from it because they're saving time not sharpening their knives because they don't have time to do it. Everyone's knives are sharp. The chives are more soigné. It's a no-brainer. You got a whole bunch of Sharpies in your car, in your kitchen drawer, bring them, give them away. Just say, hey, I brought presents for everyone. I have 1,000 Sharpies in my drawer. Here, everyone have at it, right? By starting to do this, you'll start to develop an eye for things and attention to detail. You'll notice when things need organizing. You'll notice more when people need help. You'll also learn how to be more efficient overall in the kitchen, and other people will take cues. Like I said, you're building camaraderie, and your team is the most important thing in any kitchen. Soon, you'll know what people need even before they ask, right? You'll be bringing them fresh towels, cold water, beautiful chives, oil bottle is filled up. There's a certain cadence that a chef and a sous chef have when they've worked together for a long time. I talk about this in an upcoming episode with Dan Kennedy, where we talk about the usefulness of working with someone for a long time. They know exactly when to hand you the offset spatula or the spoon for the sauce. They know your next move. If you need to season something, they're already handing you the salt before you need it when you're plating up, right? They're passing you a deli container, but they've already removed the lid because it's just one less thing that you got to do, right? Understanding how to work with your team and being very useful goes a very long way. You bring value that way. Here's some bonus items. Organize the dry storage, organize the walk-in, make labels for everyone. Sometimes if you're labeling with tape and you have some downtime, you just put a big strip, cut it up, Sharpie out. Hey, everyone, I'm making labels for everyone. Goes a long way, right? You're making labels anyway. What's it going to take you to do an extra 5 labels? And as a leader, the person that does this, I'm looking at them as having leadership potential. If I'm the chef and I see the one person does this and no one else does, I'm already recognizing that they are the future leader of the kitchen. I know that as a chef. The person who's willing to put others before them, that's a leader. You're going to have more opportunities to grow in your career. your likability is going to go up. Team morale goes up. It causes a ripple effect in the kitchen and everyone starts to benefit from it. So here's some homework. Do this. Start doing it. Even if you're not being told, do this in your kitchen and see how it affects the rest of the team. See how it helps you in your day-to-day. See if anyone starts to take the lead with you. Share this episode with people. Let me help you convince them. I also want to know what I missed. Make sure you leave a comment. You can comment on YouTube and Spotify. Let me know if there's other useful tips that you have in the kitchen. On the next episode, we're doing a Chef's PSA Susio Talks episode with David Susio. Don't miss that. If you want to support the show, hit the like and subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you leave 5 stars. Nothing less than 5 stars. Go to chefspsa.com. Get yourself a Christmas gift. We'll see you next week. Hit the porno music.
No André in the kitchen, mixing, dropping chef knowledge, no fiction. Stirring up the beats, heating up the session. Listen close, class is in session.